The message came while I was straightening my tie. Barbecue tonight. Everyone's invited. My brother's name flashed above it. At first I thought it was a joke. The date wasn't subtle. Our wedding anniversary, a night my wife had spent months planning. Reservations, champagne, a handwritten letter she said she'd been working on. I called out for her. No answer. Just the faint hiss of the shower behind a closed door. When she came out, wrapped in a towel, I asked if she'd seen the message. She paused. Too long. Then smiled, a soft, dismissive smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Oh, he must have forgotten. You know him." But she said it too quickly, like she'd already rehearsed the excuse. She turned away, brushing her wet hair in the mirror, and added, "Maybe we should stop by. Just for an hour." That was when something in me went still. The kind of stillness that comes before a storm. Not outside, but behind your ribs. I nodded, said nothing. That night, I told the guards at the gate, no one gets in after 8, not even family. And then I waited. She left around 7, dressed too casually for an anniversary. Her perfume lingered in the hallway like a fading alibi. I stayed home. I didn't tell her that the restaurant had called earlier to confirm our table. Didn't tell her that the wine she'd chosen was already chilled. I poured myself a drink instead, watched the clock tick past 8. At 8:30, I told the guards again, "Lock the gate." They nodded. Loyal men, the kind who follow orders without asking questions. The silence in the house grew thick, heavy, the kind that makes you hear your own heartbeat like footsteps behind you. At 9, my phone lit up. A message from my brother. "Sorry you couldn't make it, bro. She's here. Looks amazing. You're missing out." I didn't reply. Didn't have to. Because the image attached said more than words ever could. Her smile caught mid-laugh. His hand too close on her shoulder. Their reflections tangled in a glass door behind them. I stared at it for a long time. Not in anger, not even disbelief. Just observation. People reveal themselves in reflections. They forget mirrors exist. I began tracing the pattern backward. 3 months. That's how far the feeling went when I pulled the thread. Late nights that didn't add up. The way she started silencing her phone. A faint scent of smoke when she came home. She never smoked. But he did. Always did. I found their messages easily. People in love think they're careful. They never are. A hidden folder. Photos, jokes, plans. One of them, "We'll tell him after the anniversary. He'll understand." Understand. I printed every message, date, time, location. I didn't confront her, I just watched. When she came home past midnight, she was shivering, said the night had turned cold. I asked how the barbecue was. She said it was fine, that my brother sent his love. I smiled. I'm glad he did. She didn't notice that I'd locked the bedroom door from the inside, that I slept facing away from her for the first time in 7 years. The next morning, I drove to my brother's office. The receptionist greeted me like always, said he'd stepped out for lunch, but his car was still in the lot. I saw the reflection of his phone screen through the tinted glass of his window. Her name. Incoming call. That was all the confirmation I needed. The truth didn't come as shock. It came as silence. A printed file on the table between us. Her messages, photos, timestamps. She walked in from work, saw it, and froze. Didn't even pretend to be confused. Just stopped breathing for a second. I said nothing. Just poured her a glass of water, slid it toward her. She didn't take it. Didn't touch the papers either. "I can explain," she whispered. "You already have," I said. Her lips trembled. She looked at me as if searching for a trace of the man she married, the one who used to lose sleep if she cried. That man was gone. Then the phone rang. My brother's name again. I let it ring, watched her eyes flicker toward it, watched her break without a sound. When it stopped, I spoke. "Tomorrow, I'm hosting dinner here. Family only. You'll attend." Her brows furrowed. "Why?" I leaned back. "Because goodbyes deserve witnesses." The next night, everything looked perfect. Table set for 8. candles, laughter. He came, of course, brought a bottle of wine, acted like nothing had happened. She sat across from him, silent, pale. I raised a glass. "To family," I said. They repeated it, soft, unsure. Then I nodded toward the guards. The gate closed. The air shifted. One by one, I handed envelopes around the table. Photos, printouts, screenshots. My father's hand trembled. My mother's eyes filled before she even opened hers. My brother didn't move, just stared at me, jaw tight. And she didn't even try to defend herself. No shouting, no violence, just truth, laid bare under soft candlelight. I stood, adjusted my cufflinks. "You planned a party on my anniversary," I said, "so I planned one on yours." He flinched. She broke. And I walked out, past the gate, past the guards, into the kind of silence that only follows the end of something once sacred. I didn't go back that night, or the next. By the third day, the house keys were on her side of the table, the ring on mine. No messages, no apologies, just absence. I looked out the window, saw smoke rising from somewhere in the distance. Maybe a barbecue, maybe just another distraction from guilt. It didn't matter. People mistake endings for collapse, but sometimes they're corrections. As I locked the door for the last time, I whispered, not for her, not for him, just for myself. Some fires deserve to burn alone. And I never looked back. The night I stopped waiting for her was the night I finally came home.